Alright, we should be live. Let's make sure we're live. We're gonna go live on Facebook, YouTube, and Amazon. Alright, we should be live. Just one quick check here. Alright. Hello everyone and welcome to Utechpia. You guys see recent videos where we built Jeremy's PC, right? Jeremy's PC is pretty awesome. He's super happy with it. It's got 16 core, 32 threads, a GTX, RTX 2070 Super, 64 gigs of RAM, MSI, top of the line consumer motherboard. Everything is good with Jeremy's computer. But then I said, well, I want a streaming computer and I want one that builds that works really well with gaming and streaming and anything else I throw with it, such as Photoshop, Lightroom, video editing, some software development, anything. So I'm out to build a really powerful computer. Spoiler alert, my computer is pretty similar to Jeremy's, but there are some tasteful differences in terms of where I spend money on the bling. Jeremy went to spend money on the performance. For example, 64 gigs of RAM versus a nicer computer case like this one right here. This is a nice computer case. But let's talk about some of the stuff that I have here. So I guess right there you can see I got the Ryzen 3950X CPU. This is a 3.5 gigahertz, 16 core, 32 threads. This thing is a beast of a CPU. Then we got our power supply. It's the same one that Jeremy's got. This is the Seasonic Focus GX 750 watt, 80 plus gold power supply. Very nice, fully modular power supply. This is gonna be sweet. Then we got the MSI Tomahawk X570 motherboard. Really good motherboard for $220. Performs super well, super stable, good for overclocking, great for anything that you're gonna throw a Ryzen CPU on. It's also future-proof too if you want to start using PCI Express 4.0. As long as you have a Ryzen 3000 or above CPU, it's got PCI 4.0 right on this motherboard. And it's got really good performance for VRMs and thermals of voltage. Everything is really well engineered in this motherboard. Of course, we got the graphics card, which I'm super excited about. This is the RTX 2070 Super. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, why are you buying a new graphics card right when the next generation ones are coming out in about 3 weeks now? Well, to be honest, I couldn't wait. If I could wait, I would recommend, if you can wait, I would recommend waiting another 3 weeks and seeing the price of these graphics cards drop, whereas the price of the new ones to come out, they'll be pretty expensive and they'll be hard to get, but you can probably get the older ones much cheaper, maybe like $100 cheaper. But I couldn't wait. I wanted to buy the parts. I wanted to have it in my hands so I can start building my computer now, because 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I can do a lot in a couple weeks. So that's why I'm getting, well, I got the RTX 2070 Super and we're gonna sell this today. RAM wise, like Jeremy, I decided to get the Vengeance 3600 megahertz RAM. Got 32 gigabyte of it. Jeremy got 64, which is great because he's going to run a lot of Photoshop. I guess it's overkill for him too, because the only time when I think you need a lot of RAM is if you're doing some heavy graphics rendering or you're doing a large number of virtual machines. But 16 gigabytes should be plenty for gaming. 32 gigabyte is perfect for gaming and streaming and multitasking. And 32 is overkill, and that's pretty much what I got. I can easily upgrade to 64 if I wanted to, because this takes up 2 slots. I got 2 more slots. If I want to upgrade to 64, I can do that down the line. Hard drive wise, I didn't go for the greatest, the fastest. Let me show you close up of this one from the top view. So this is the one I got. This is the Evo, wait, focus. There we go. This is the Evo Focus. This is a Samsung 860 Evo. This is an older hard drive. This is just a SATA drive, but it's a SATA 6 gigabyte per second drive, and the cool thing, it's 4 terabyte. So I went and I'd rather spend more money for more capacity than spend the same amount of money for something that's very fast. So Jeremy went for something that's very fast. I went for something that's fast but has more capacity. So I went for an older SATA drive. And we'll see how well this performs, but 4 terabyte will be plenty for video editing, storing all the graphics, and plenty of games and OS and everything on this. Another cool thing that I got that Jeremy didn't get is a water cooler. This is the well sought after Liquid Freezer 2 360. This one is super hard to get, and it's probably one of the best liquid cooler you can get on the market right now in terms of price and performance. It performs really well, and the only thing that it lacks is that it doesn't have the RGB blings in it, which I didn't care too much because trust me, we got a lot of RGBs in this computer, including some fans, and the motherboard has lighting, the graphics card has lighting, the case has lighting, so we don't have a shortage of lighting. So let me pull over this screen again. So you can see right there, let me move my cursor right there. That's the Lian O11 XL or O11 Dynamic XL case. This is a beefy, super cool case that has glass on two sides. You see it has glass in the front and glass on the side. It's designed for water cooling, but it has such good fan location, fan mounts. I mean, you can fit 3 fans up here, you can fit 1 fan in the back, you can fit 3 fans on the side here, you can put 3 fans on the bottom. So you have so many rooms per fan that if I wanted to, I could put a Noctua NHD15 air cooler on it and it would be fine. In fact, the original plan was to get air cooler because I couldn't find these in stock. But right now, these Arctic Liquid Freezer 2 360 are in stock on Amazon. Link down below. Let me highlight it so you guys can see. It's $125, and this is really good because, well, number one, it looks cool because it's an AIO all-in-one cooler, so it looks great when you put it in this case. The way I'm going to put it is I'm probably going to put it on the side here and get it to pull air into the computer as it runs through the radiator, and then I will have 3 fans on the bottom of my computer case pushing air up, 3 fans on top of my computer case pushing air out. So the hot air naturally rises up and I will force push it, and then of course you have the hot air coming in because it's going through the radiator from the CPU over here, and that's all going to get pushed up with the hot air, and it's going to be sweet because also the GPU, the graphics card, is going to be right here, and the graphics card is going to also get the benefit from the cool air from the intake down below the case pushing up as well. So let's start with the first component that I want to unbox, and that is the case. Oh, we got some comments on Amazon. Jason says, so should I buy more AMD stock? Just got it. Just put in a buy order for 500 shares. Just need to sell my Amazon stock first. Well, Jason, I am not a stock expert. I can't give you recommendations on stock, but I will tell you, AMD is doing really well in terms of CPUs. They were at the edge of bankruptcy, and wow, their CEO turned their company around 180 degrees. Now they're making CPUs that Intel is struggling to keep up, and wow, they're good. I mean, we built 2 computers and we went directly for AMD. There was no competition. The only reason why anyone would use Intel is probably because they want high single core processing speed, because that's the one thing that Intel is good at, because they don't have as many cores as AMD, that they can have some cores run much faster than many cores on AMD. But AMD is the head of the game in terms of CPU for sure. So Jason, I hope that helps, and I wish you the best with your investment. I unfortunately cannot give you advice or guidance or recommendation on investment because I don't know anything about investment, but I do know about computer. And right now, we're gonna move on to the next step and unbox the computer case. So give me a moment while I clear out my area so I can put that case online for you guys to see. All right, so let's take a look at the case. I'll highlight the case right here. So the Lian O11 Dynamic XL is a very nice case. In fact, the original one was in the XL, and that one was well appreciated too, and people love that one. They loved it so much that Lian refreshed it with the O11 XL, which is the extra large one. And the XL is the one that allows you to actually have a big air cooler to fit inside the case too. So like a big cooler like Noctua NHD15, like a huge cooler, just like the one we saw in Jeremy's computer build. If you haven't seen that, check out some of the older videos so you can see that. And that cooler will fit in the O11 Dynamic XL, but it will not fit in the Lian O11 Dynamic non-XL version. So just keep that in mind. But if you're building a computer that has water cooling, you definitely want to consider the O11 Dynamic, whether it's XL or non-XL, because it is so sweet for cooling. Sweet! We just got a thumbs up, so whoever thumbs up this video, much appreciated. Thank you so much for a thumbs up. Thanks for following it. Elton Benjamin, my man. Dude, I haven't seen you in such a long time. You were rolling with a YouTube channel. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're killing it on YouTube too. I haven't seen some of your videos. I hope you're doing well in life, man. I hope you're doing well in school. I hope you're doing well with your family. Everything is good for you. You just have a lot going on for you. I know some things were tough in the beginning for you, but you were pulling it through and you were doing great. And I know you've been busy with lots of stuff going on, so wish you all the best, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for checking out the stream. And I look forward to seeing more content from you, and I hope you're doing well. All right? Thanks again. All right, and we got the whoop whoop from Dominic Taylor. Thank you for checking out the stream as well. Thumbs up if you haven't done so already. We're going to do some computer building today, and we are going to start out with the computer case. Oh man, this thing is big and heavy. Let me see if I can lift this up. Wow, this thing, oh yeah. This baby, this thing is huge. Well, as you can imagine, this is the Lian Li 011 Dynamic XL. Let me give you guys a top view so you can see how I unbox this thing. Wait, hang on, before I do that, we got some comments on Amazon. So we got some comments from Peter. Writing this down as we speak, all in AMD. Yeah, Peter. I wish you the best of luck. Again, I cannot recommend stock suggestions or recommendation because I don't know anything about that. But in terms of computer building, we love AMD processors. They are bang for a buck, way ahead of Intel, and there's no other competition out there. Now, gaming, if you really want the best gaming, yes, Intel has it, but for everything else, AMD. So if you're building a gaming PC that you're streaming with, or you're building a game PC with graphics, intended, or video editing, then AMD all the way, my friend. And Nabula says, great advice, would definitely invest in AMD. No, I'm not telling you guys to invest in AMD. I'm telling you guys that AMD is a great CPU. That's all I'm telling you guys. All right. Yes, Nabula says, literally can't go wrong. And Jason says, I think he said weekly calls as well. No! No calls, no puts, no stock. Just, I like AMD. I'm not saying that you guys should invest in AMD. I'm saying if you want to build a computer, get AMD processors because they're great for multitasking, for video editing, for work, game, and everything else. So that's all I'm saying. Hair product, what hair product do I use? Lots of gel. Any gel works. You just put a bunch of gel, throw it up, and the hair looks like this. Sometimes it looks like something else. So yeah. So Jason says, wait, so should I sell my AMD? Jason, I don't know. Stock market is totally different from how consumer products are. You know, some people might, like for example, AMD products are great, or even Apple products are great, but say there's technical analysis, the stock market goes to a resistance, or it's right next to a support or whatever, you know, and it can really change based on people's behavior. So I'm not a stock market advisor. I can't give you advice or suggestions on your stock or your financial, but I can tell you AMD products are really good for building computers. All right, that is it. No more talking about stock, whether it's AMD or Jason, whether it's Amazon stock. I don't know anything about stocks. But anyway, let's open up this 011 Dynamic XL case. All right. Yep. Thanks, Jason. Thanks for understanding. So let me put this case to the side here so you can see it from the top view. Let me switch the camera over to the top view. All right. I got the top view. Look at that. Look at that. No, this is such a crazy computer case. That's the 011 Dynamic XL. This case, money. All right, let's open this up. Let me see if I can lift this up. All right, so there you guys have it. There's the top view of the case. And let's go ahead and open it up. Let me get my razor. Oh. All right, and Jason says, no problem. I'm going to buy because that's what I heard. No, you didn't hear to buy. You heard to buy AMD CPU if you're building a computer and you want a good performance multitaskable computer. And Nebula said, thanks for the advice, Jason. I will buy more AMD. You guys are crazy. This is not a stock channel. This is about building a computer. Anyway, let's cut this box open. Let's see what we got. Let me grab my blade. All right, here's the blade. So we got the little blade here. Let's open up the case. Boom, one side done. Boom, other side done. Let's get the top down. Don't cut myself. That's the ultimate goal right here, is do not cut myself, right? All right, so busting open the case. Box here. Oh yes. Oh yes. Look at that. Oh wow. There's our case. You can see that's the front case right there. This is the front USB. I don't know if you can see it right there. Yeah, this is the front of the case for sure. This is the headphone jack, USB Type-C, the buttons to change the color of the RGBs, the LCDs, LEDs, power button, USB ports there, and you got USB ports in the front. So let's take this case out of the box. Wow, this is so big. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this, but hang tight with me, guys. We're gonna try to unbox this huge behemoth of a case. I think the best way to unbox this thing is probably just to put it down aside and lift the box up. So go old school on it. I think that should work. We'll see. All right. All right. Case on the side. Now, one more step. We're gonna flip this upside down. All right, so the case is the box is upside down. We're gonna lift this up, and we should have a computer case that's upside down too. Actually, I should have opened the case from the bottom, because then the case will be the computer case should be right side up. But anyway, let us carefully open the box here. Come on. All right, I'm gonna switch over to the front of the camera, so that way I can move this camera out of the way. My top camera, and that will allow me to get me some room to pull this case up. Gosh, this case is heavy, guys. All right. Jeremy, I wish you were here so you can help me open this case. All right. Oh, hey Panda, Panda has comments on YouTube. We have some comments on YouTube as well here. Let's go over the comments really quick. Yo, Elton says, I'm doing great, and I can see you're doing great yourself. Keep it up, bro. That's right, man. I mean, okay, I'm happy that you're doing good. I wish I could say I'm doing great. Life is a complicated thing, right? Like everyone's got things that work for them. Some things work, some things don't work. You just gotta, at the end of the day, enjoy the things that work right, that work well, and the things that don't work at it so that it gets better. But no one's life is perfect, because honestly, a perfect life is probably boring because everything is perfect, what you have to go for. But when things are hard, you're struggling, you're gonna make it different, you work at it and you see the progress, man, oh man, that's the sweet part of life. So Benjamin, Elton, glad that you're doing well, and thank you again for stopping by the stream, my friend. It's Panda came into the stream. So it's Panda, a long time no see, my friend. Make sure you like this video. I'm building a streaming PC and a gaming PC, so I'm gonna play some Fortnite. So if you're playing some Fortnite, let me know. I'll check you out as well, and let me know what games that you're playing these days. But it's Panda, been a long time subscriber to this channel. Love your support, my friend. Make sure you like this video if you haven't done so already, and let me know if you have any question. All right, we're gonna continue opening this case. I think I'm just gonna cut this box from the top or something, because I'm having I know what's holding it. Hang on, I got these side things holding the case down. Give me 1 second. I think I know exactly why I can't open this case. Because the reason why I can't open this case, and I'll show you guys here so that you can know why I can't open the case, is if we go right here. Can you see? Nope, that's my top camera angle. Here we go. So you see on the side of the case right here, there's this cardboard piece right here. This thing is getting in the way of pulling up the case. So I need to find a way to remove these handles here, because that's what's holding the case from getting open. See, both sides. You see how every time I try to pull this box up, this thing locks in. So I need to pull this flap outside first. So, all right, we're gonna lift this computer up and we're gonna pull the flap out. So let's see if we can do that. All right, we gotta go back and flip this computer around. Oh man, oh man. All right, cool. All right, so now that this is this way, I can pull the tab up. All right, so let me see if I can pull this tab up. Oh yeah. Okay, so now that I pull this tab up, good. So on the other side, I'm gonna do the same thing. Oh man. Yep. All right, cool. You can pull the tab out on this other side as well. So that way it won't get in the way when I try to lift the box out. The case out of the box, that is. All right. Jeez, this is hard on this side as well. All right, cool. We got that. Wow. All right, my case. All right, we're gonna try again. This time it should work. Hopefully it'll work. All right, pushing the case to the side once again. Let's do this. Oh man, this box is huge. All right, we're good. All right, lifting it upside down. All right, I can see the computer coming apart. So here we go. Let me do the reveal. Let me show you guys. Let me see how the best way to do the review is. Let me see. I'll just pull this case up this way. All right, guys, ready? Oh, yes. Put this box down to the side here. And we don't need this box right now. All right. Dude, this is the computer case. Let me show you guys the top view again. Let me flip over to the top view for you. There's our top view, and you can see there's our beautiful case. This is the back of the case. Oh, it's white too. I got the white. White looks so nice. So in the back, you got these different panels for power supply here, and you have so many access. This is a beautiful case. So let me turn this case around this way and see which one is upright. So I think the power supply should be down. I believe the power supply should be down. So upright would be this way. We shall see. Did I get it right? Yes, I did. All right. So let me show you the different camera angles so you can see around this beautiful computer case. So there's the computer case from this angle. There's the back of the case. Oh yes. Look at this. This is high quality tempered glass, guys. This is not your plexiglass that you find on a cheap computer case. But here we go, opening up the case, pulling up the foam. Woo! Look at that. Beautiful white paint there. And you know, whites always cost a little bit more because they actually have to spend money on white paint versus silver, just brushed silver, or even the black, anodized black aluminum is usually cheaper. All right, so I guess we're gonna take off the bottom part and lift this case out. So how do I do this? I don't want to tip this upside down. Can I lift this out of the foam, maybe? Nope. Okay, let me turn this case to the side. Yeah, I'll do that. Let me turn this case to the side, and then we'll lift the front out. So, dang, this case is so pretty, so much glass. I don't want to hurt it. You gotta be really careful. All right. Oh, it's actually not that heavy. All right, I gotta be careful. All right, so now it's gonna be upside down. All right, so now the computer case is upside down, but that means I can pull open this part. So then let me reveal this part for you guys right now. All right, the top camera angle. All right, this is the back. This should be, what is this? This is the side of the case. There we go. Oh, no, this is the bottom of the case. Look at that, bottom of the case. You got a huge intake for the air intake for the case right here. Let me see if I can move this down so you can see that. So 3 120mm fan here, and it goes a long way. Big opening for that. Let's take out the bag, and then we got a nice user manual too. The user manual is covered up in a nice plastic here. Let's take a look at the manual real quick, just to take a look at the quality of this manual. So it's the 011 Dynamic XL by Lian Li. Oh yeah, the manual is high quality. It's printed in nice glossy paper. Looks very good, guys. Looks very good. So you got all these components in there. You got a hardware list, 28 of these, 3 of these, 8 of these, 24 of these, 16, 4 different components here. and they tell you how to open the case, install the power supply. So actually, let's do that. Let's start building our computer with the case. So what we're gonna do in the beginning is we're gonna remove the top panel by taking out this 2 screws and then pushing this panel down. And then we're gonna lift the side front of the glass up. Wow, this is gonna be a little bit complicated. Not the typical way that I would do it on a different computer case. So I hope that comes into focus for you guys. But yeah, so we're gonna open these 2 screws in the back, pull the top plate back this way, and then we'll be able to pull the glass up. We're not gonna pull the plexiglass cup protective film off until the very end. And then we're gonna go ahead and install the power supply. We have a fully modular power supply, so we don't have to worry about the cables. But we do need to use the C screws, the screws that are marked C, and install it. And then what's this one? Then if we need to install multiple power supply, like you have 2 power supply, we won't worry about that. So let's go ahead and install the power supply by opening up the top of the case and then side glass. So let's do this. I'm excited. All right. So it's currently upside down. We're gonna flip it around so that it's right side up. Oh yes. All right, this is the front of the case right here. And we're gonna flip it out one more time. All right, perfect. All right. So now we got the top of the case here. We can remove the bag. Protective coating cover, yes, all gone. Okay, so now we are gonna switch over to a different angle so I can show you the case. Oh yes, it looks so clean, guys. Look at this. Oh, protective cover came off here, but it's still good, still protecting my case. Oh yes, and the white, oh the white is nice. It's like a nice white paint on it, and it's nice texture. It's like powder coated or something, but very high quality. Oh, it's very thick metal here. Here's the glass. All right, so let's open up the back here. And to open that, we can just take out these 2 thumb screws. So, oh, it's already nice and light for me to open. And I don't really need to open it very far. Just open enough and it kind of latches itself in there. So then I just pull this back, right? Maybe? I don't know. This is the first time I'm opening this case, so let me know. Oh, they have these latches too. So you have, oh, okay, so you have to push down this latch and pull this thing back at the same time. Let me see if I can do that with one hand. Nope, maybe not. I'll use 2 hands. So I'm gonna push this latch down right here. Push this. I'm gonna push this latch down while I pull this out. Oh, there you go. Hey, one-handed operation, guys. Boom, boom. You see that? One-handed. Boom. Actually, one-handed right here. So one hand pushes this thing down. The other hand pulls this, right? So boom. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. One-hand operation. Boom, boom. Done. See? Boom, boom. All right, that's open, so we can lift this top and pull this out. Very nice. Oh, look, you got the metallic. Is it metal? Yeah, it's metallic and it's magnetic as well. Mesh. Let me put this down there. So this is your filter. You have to filter, clean it. Just lift it up, clean the filter, put it back in. It's magnetic. Super easy, super easy. All right, so that's that. The power supply. Oh, and also the glass, right? The glass comes up after we remove the back. So now let's see if we can just simply lift the glass up. How does that work? Can I do this one-handed? Yes, we can. That's it. Simple. Lift the glass up, and pull it out, and there's our aquarium view. Look at that. Look at this case, guys. It is huge. So nice, high quality. I love the white inside. And it looks like we got some stuff connected here. These are the SATA connectors for the hard drives, because the hard drives are going to go here, and the power supply is going to go here. We got 3 fans down here, 3 fans up here, 3 fans in this area. You have 3 fans on top, and then you have a fan in the back. So, shoot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You got room for 10 fans. You got your CPU, your graphics card, other fans. There's gonna be a lot of fans in this case, and I'm a big fan of that. All right, so we got the top panel out. We got the front panel out. So let's see. The next step we need to do the installation is install the power supply, right? So where does our power supply go in? So our power supply. Here's that. All right, so power supply. I guess you just slide it in right there. It's all there is to it. And we just make sure that the fan is pushing out here, so that way it gets fresh air from outside, then the air cycles inside the power supply and then pushes out this way. All right, let's tear open our power supply and install it. So hang tight while I go grab my power supply. All right, so where is my power supply? Here is our power supply. Is it upside down? It is. There it is, power supply. This is the Seasonic Seasonic Focus GX 750 watt power supply, fully modular. Let's tap this baby in and let's open it up and put it into our computer case. Let me see if I can give you a top view of this power supply so you can see me unbox it. All right, so here's our top view. I really don't want, yeah, because there's no support here, so I don't want to put the power supply right here to unbox it. Let me put this case down real quick and then I'll unbox the power supply. Yeah, I'll put this case down on the ground, unbox the power supply, and we'll bring the case back up. I like this case. It's not too heavy. Oh, whoa, the front of the case glass comes off very easy too. Let me actually pull that off, so that there's no potential of breaking that. Let me show you how the front comes off too. So easy, so easy. It's scary easy too. So let me show you that. Let me switch over to this camera angle. So you can see the front. Once we take off the top, the side just pops up and this front also just pops up. So check this out. Very easy, single-handed operation. Lift this up, that's it. The front glass comes off. Oh, look at that aquarium look. Loving this case, guys, loving this case. It's so easy to work with and everything is so high quality. There's so much room to work with in this case. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's open up this power supply here. Let's tear it down. All right, so we got the power supply. Open, let's open. Let's open, see if I can open it one-handed. Come on, guys, open it one-handed. Can I open this one-handed? I could. First, I gotta get something to cut it with. All right, I used a little blade to cut a seam into the power supply right here, and we're just gonna rip this power supply open, just like this. Yes, Seasonic power supply. Come on, let's open you up. There we go. All right, open up the power supply. Looking good there. 10-year warranty, guys. This thing has fully modular, 80 plus gold, 750 watt power supply, and you got 10-year of warranty. And Seasonic is a really, really good brand, so totally recommend them. Highly, highly recommend them. So we open up the power supply. Let's see how this thing opens up. So open up from this side. Yes, there we go. We're gonna lift this part right here. Lift this, open up the power supply, and boom, read it with some stuff here, the manual. We got some nice zip ties. We got the power adapter here. We got all the modular cables, and this is why it's called fully modular power supply, right? So check this out, guys. Let me open up this bag. Let me show you what's in this bag. If I can undo the knot here. This knot is not nice. Get it? The knot is not nice. All right, let's open up the knot here. Come on. One-handed knot untying skill is not doing too well. All right, I'm gonna put the phone down real quick. See if I can undo this knot. All right, there we go. So knot is undone. Opening up the bag. So these are all the modular cables. Let me dump them out so you can see them. Whoop, yep, all the modular cables. Different computer cables, power supply, motherboard cable, PCIe component power supply. So perfect. So what we care about right now is not the cable, but just the power supply. So look at that. There's our power supply. Oh wow, and it's in a really nice bag as well. So we'll just lift this out of this bag here. All right, there we go. One-handed operations, my friends, with the phone in my hand. So there is the power supply. Look at that, Seasonic power supply, thing of beauty. Let's put all this stuff back in the box and just shove it down to the side for a bit because we don't need all this. What we do need is we probably want the modular cable, so we'll leave these out because we'll need to use these for the installation in a bit. So we'll leave that out, and we'll leave this other stack out. But for the case of the power supply, let me just leave the manual out, just in case we need the manual. So we'll leave the manual out, and then we'll put everything back in here for now, and close it up. So put the phone down, close up the power supply box. All right, so put this onto the side for a bit. And we got all of our cables, and we'll put this over here. We'll need this later. Zip ties, those are nice. The power plug goes to the wall. But here, this is what we're here for. This is the power supply. So let's get a close-up view of this power supply. Seasonic power supply. And we are just gonna go ahead and open this. So again, oh man, do I have to do this one-handed again? Let me see if I can do this one-handed. Nope, can't do it. Putting it on the phone, putting down the phone. Failed. All right, putting on the phone, undoing this knot here. Let me see if I can open it up. There we go. Got this open up, pulling out the power supply. Look at that, fully modular power supply. So because it's fully modular, there's no wires, so beautiful. We're gonna take all this out. This is a nice bag. Keeps the power supply from getting damaged, right? So here, let me put the phone down. Let me take out the bag. Woo, there it is. Bag is out. And here's the cat out of the bag. So here's the fully modular power supply, right? We got the connectors here. These look nice. See if I can get that in focus for you guys. We got the peripherals here, the PCIe's, the motherboard connections, the Molex connectors, SATA connectors. Yeah, we got everything we need here. There's a nice fan. There's classic stuff here. What I like about this power supply is that it has a hybrid mode here, so you can really control how quiet the fan works. We'll play with that later. Basically, the hybrid mode allows you to choose whether to have it completely silent if the power supply is only using 30% or lower percent of the load, and start to spin up the fan only if you're at 30% or above. But you can also have the fan spinning all the time, because some people just want to have the fan spinning all the time, just because sometimes starting and stopping the fan is not good, especially if you're bouncing between 30% load, more or less around 30% load. So we'll keep it at the default setting right now. But yeah, this is a beautiful power supply. This is the Focus power supply by Seasonic. Really nice, fully modular power supply. Looking good right there. And let's go ahead and install it into our case. So, one-handed operation again. And put the phone down for a second. Let me move the case over here. And let's see where we can best install the power supply. So there's where we need to install the power supply. How do we get to that area to install it? Can we open the back here? Does the back open? Oh, the back does not open, guys. That's one thing about this case that I just realized. The back doesn't come off. You can see here, it's I don't know if you can see. Yeah, maybe you can see really close right there. You can see rivets. If you can't see them, I'll just let you know it's rivets. So you can't open the case. You can't take out the back? That is lame. No, you gotta be able to take out the back. Hang on, I gotta find out how to take out the back. You have to be able to take out the back. You probably just lift up or something. Yeah, you can see these knobs here, right? So this definitely means that you can lift up the back. So let me see if I can lift it up. Hang on, let me put this down, see if I can lift up the back. Yeah, it's just as easy as that. You just lift it straight up and the back comes out. Wow, this case is a gem, guys. Everything comes out so easy. Just the moment the top comes off, the front comes up, the back, the side, the other side, just everything lifts up. So very easy to work with. So now that we have that open, you can see we can get easy access to the power supply down here. Let me put this case in this orientation down here. Try not to scratch my beautiful case, right? So let me see if I can get the top-down camera angle for you guys. There's the case top down. So here's where the power supply goes. Let me get that in focus for you. All right, we are in focus. So maybe zoom in a little bit. Nope, can't zoom in anymore. So here's where the power supply goes. We got some RGB headers here. We're not going to worry about that right now. We're just going to slide this power supply, boom, right in there. Remember the fan intake air comes on this side. So as long as that is there, we're good. Do we slide it in this way, or how do we slide this power supply in? Oh, I can move this shroud here, right? So to remove this, I think I do need to open up these screws. So I want to open up this, and then I have access to get in here. So let me get a screwdriver. Let me open up this panel real quick. I'll be right back. All right, we got some screwdrivers. Let's see if we can open up this panel here so we can easily install the power supply. So how do you open this area here? I think it's just these screws here. No, let's get a better screwdriver. There we go. There we go. Let's open up this panel here, and also this one area here. Okay. And then probably the top needs to be open too. I'm wondering if I need to open, I think I just need to open the top here, and that should take care of it. I believe so. Let's see. So here's this, and does this one loosen it? Yeah, I think that's it. You just loosen these two. Boop. Yeah, that comes right off. So I don't think you saw what I was doing earlier, but let me show you this other camera angle. So right here, we took off these two screws here, and we're taking off these two screws here, so that we take this plate just off like this. So that comes off, and now I have access to install stuff in the back of the case. Dude, everything comes off so nice on this computer, guys, this computer case. So here's the room that we have to work with the power supply. And remember, here's the manual from the case. What do we need to do to install it? You just slide in the power supply and screw it in with four bolts. All right, let's go ahead and put the 4 bolts onto the baby right here. So if the fan goes up, put the power supply in this way. Oh, I'm gonna drop it, hang on. There we go. Don't want to drop it. Nice and easy. Slide the power supply into position. There we go. Here's the angle for you guys to see. Here's the power supply, sliding it into position. Yep. I should have gotten a white power supply because the case is white. But you know, it doesn't look that bad, and it's in the back of the case. But I wish I was white. I wish I was white, but oh well. This is nice because the black kind of works with the rest of the computer case here, because inside you have black. That's not too bad. So let's get those screws from the Lian computer case. Dude, they said there was screws that came with this case. Where are my screws? Where are the screws that came with the computer case? Wait a minute. Did they include the screws somewhere? Where are the screws? Did they put it inside the case? I don't see the screws. Where are my computer screws? Because I need to screw in the power supply. Because wait. It says it's included, right? I think we saw right here. So it says hardware list. These are included. They have to be. But where are they? Where are all my included hardware? Screws. Did they put it in a bag and wrap it inside a case somewhere? I mean, I'm looking in the back. Oh, here it is. You see that? It's right there. So they snuck it in right here, guys. That's all the stuff is right here. You see this little box? That's all the components. So let's open this case. This thumb screw right here. This is normally the hard drive bay, right? Take that open, and inside the hard drive bay, you have all your accessories, tools here. How do I even take this out? Oh, and there's a thumb screw here. I don't know if you can see that. Let me turn the light a little bit. There's a thumb screw here. I think, yeah, one thumb screw. Once you open that thumb screw, I think you can slide this out and take out the accessories. So let's see. Let's undo this thumb screw here. Everything is nicely loose, so it's easy to work with. Yep, there's a tiny little snobby thumb screw. Put that to the side here. And this side, open up the case. No, I can't. Oh, do I lift up? Do I push? Something's gotta give so that I can open up. I can grab all the hardware. Because that's all my hardware right here, guys. I want to get to this hardware. How do I get to this hardware? How do I get to this hardware? All right, manual. Consulting the manual. So we got. How do we get access to? So, okay. Here's how you open this, right? So we open this, and then we take out the screw. And then something about pushing this up. So do we push this up? Did I miss it by not pushing it up? What goes up? Oh, this part goes up. So back here, this thing locks the hard drive, so I can lift this up. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this thing slides up and down right here. So you see this component here, you can slide it up. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to slide this thing up. So right there, you see this little thing? It slides up and down. Let me see if I can get a better angle. Right there, so this slides up. So once you slide this up, and once you have the thumb screw in there, you can't slide this up with the thumb screw. So that's why you have to undo this thumb screw right here, if I can get that in focus. So this thumb screw locks it from the back part from sliding up, you see? See this part? So now I can slide this up. So once I slide this up, I can pull the hard drives out. So one-handed operation again. Let's see if we can get this down. So pull this up, get this in focus. There we go. Can't never get the camera angle right for you guys. Hang on. There we go. Camera angle right there. What? Wait. There. All right. Okay, so screw is out. We're gonna lift this up. All right. And then now I can slide this hard drive out. Boop. There it is. And all of our tools should be in here. Sweet. All right. So which caddy is number one? Might as well just install the SSD in right now, because there's a connector for it already. So we can install our SSD right into this caddy. So let's see if we can put the SSD installation right here. So that can be a quick installation for us because we are using the SSD. Let me grab the SSD for us all. Oh wait, hang on. 1 second. So let's install the SSD next, later. So we're not going to worry about the SSD installation right now. We'll install that later. So we'll put this case back in here because all we needed was to get the accessory box so that we have screws to install the power supply. Let's put this back in here. And then we'll get to this later. So again, to put it back in, we also need to lift up this guy here. And then now this slides in, nice and easy. And then push this down, and then we can use a little thumb screw to lock it in again. So here's the thumb screw. So we're going to install the SSD later, a little bit later. But for now, we'll put the thumb screw back in because all we need is the accessories for the power supply installation. Wow. Okay, this is a little bit hard to install with one hand. Let me put down the phone and let me put the screw back in. Hang on. So the screwdriver should help me get access here. There we go. Yep, get the thumb screw back in there. Good to go, locks the case. And then we can also put this thing back in here and lock this thing in. There we go. We'll get to the SSD later. Install this. One-handed sucks. Hang on. Let me see. I'll try one hand one more time. Push this in here. And then one-handed operation. There we go. Gotcha. All right, so now we need to put screws because the power supply is not in yet. We just barely put it in, but now we need to screw it in. So let's open up the hardware kit right here. All this kit of hardware we got. So we gotta cut this open. Hang on, get the cutter. Gotta get the cutter. Get the cutter. Open up the box. Boop. Just like that. All right, perfect. So what do we get inside this hardware box? Let's find out. All right, we got a bunch of stuff in here. Oh yeah, extra clips in case you break these. These are like clips for the fan radiator mounts, whatnot. We'll work on those later. Let's open up all this stuff and see what else we got in here. Support bracket, anti-sag stuff. We got other stuff here. We got some nice Velcro wraps, and that's all there is inside this. There's nothing else. All right, so we'll put all this to the side here. what we do need is the screws. So the screws are in here. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab the ones we need for the power supply. So let's put this aside here. I wonder if these are for the power supply. Nope, these are for the GPU. These clips here. So we'll put all this stuff back into. We just put it on the side here. Yep, just put it over here on the side. So we'll work with these in a little bit later. All right, but what we do need is all these screws here. So we're trying to get the screws to install the power supply. Oh yeah, these things also. We can put these over here. All right. So we need to see. There's supposed to be 8 of these for the power supply installation. If I can get that in focus. Yep, 8 pieces of these C. So we're looking for these screws. They're a little bit short, and they got a little bit of a hex head here. Let's look for that in the bag here. So let me open up this bag here and look for those screws. Wow, okay. So definitely not these that came out first. These look like fan screws. So we're not using these yet. Oh man, they just put all the screws in here. That's gonna be a pain for me because there's just so many little screws. Oh boy. All right, I'm gonna open this bag of screws and look for the right screw that we need. Jeez, that's just a lot of screws, guys. Don't want to spill all these bags of screws. All right, let me see if there's a good place to put all these. Like a little tray or something. Yeah. Hang on, let me be right back. I'm gonna grab a tray so we can put all these screws in. That way we won't lose the screws. So hang with me. I'm gonna go grab a bag. I'm gonna grab a tray for all our screws. Hang tight. I'm still here. Don't worry. I'm right here. Oh yeah, this will be sweet. So we got a screw collecting container here. And we're going to use this to hold all of our screw while we screw in the power supply. All right, so I'm back. We got this tray here. This tray is great because we're going to use this to put all of our screws in. So that way we won't lose any of the screws. And it's magnetic too, so it holds the screws. Yay! So there we go. So we got that. We got those fan screws here. Let's put these on the side here. All right, let's see if we can find the screw that we actually need. And since we're there, we might as well use this tray to put these 4 tiny little screws right here so those don't get lost either. So we got those tiny little screws. And remember, those tiny little screws were for this here and this here, that bracket that kind of goes behind the computer case right here. So that's where those screws came from. All right. And let's look for, we're looking for these guys right here, guys. The C type screws. So, hang on. Lose a connection. You guys can still see me? All right. So I think the power supply ones, where are they? Where are the ones for the power supply? I think it might be this one. You know, because the way we're going to know is we have 8 of them. So let's check. Let's check here. And also, one moment, let me check on Amazon Live to see if we got any comments on Amazon Live. Sorry guys, I haven't been checking the comments on Amazon Live. Hopefully there's not too many comments. Oh, John said, what the heck is this guy doing? And yeah, what am I doing? I am sorting through the screws so that we can find the right screw to screw in the power supply. Sorry for that confusion, guys. Yeah, very high quality stuff. Yes, this case is actually $200. So I'm looking for the right screws. I need 8 of these guys here. And I'm looking for them, so it looks weird because like, what is this guy doing, right, John? I'm looking for the tiny screws that go into the power supply, and I think they might be these ones. So the best way is we're just gonna pick up the right screws, and then we're gonna try these screws. If they don't work, well, we'll try a different screw. So let me put down the actually, hang on. There's a way I can have my phone pointed here so that you guys can see what's going on. I got this little adapter here, and that way. We'll put this adapter to hold the cell phone, and then, hang on, you look at the ceiling right now. You get the top camera. You see my top camera. Let me lock this camera in here. Hold tight, hold tight. Yeah, what the heck is this guy doing? Good question, John. We are installing the power supply. So you should be able to see Darn, I installed the camera backwards. Hang on, hang on. Let me flip this around. There we go. So now you can see what I'm trying to do, and that's in focus. So we're trying to install the screws onto the power supply. And we need to find the right screw because they gave me so many screws. I'm having a hard time finding the right one. But I think I got it. I think I got it, guys. So let's try this screw right here, and let's see if this one works. So we're gonna line up the holes on the power supply with the hole on the case. What? Oh, dude, it's all backwards. I'm such a retard. Yes, what? This guy has such horrible. They gave. Yeah, they did. Sorry, John. I installed this backwards. So gotta turn this around and flip this upside down. So here we go. This is how the power supply is supposed to install. The modular side is supposed to go in the computer. This one goes over here. All right, and then we slide this in. Hopefully. Oh man, this is such a bummer. Hang on, hold tight, guys, hold tight. There we are, there we are, there we are. We're sliding in. There we are. Yay! We got the power supply installed. Yes, John, thank you for understanding. They gave me such horrible instruction. They just gave me a bunch of screws like this, and they said, well, you have all these screws in here, and find the right one to screw in your power supply. Ah, it's crazy, right? Okay, so we're good now. We got the screw holes to line up right here, here, and now we just gotta get the screws in there, and let me set the phone down so we can get right on to attaching the power supply. Let me zoom in for you and see that zoom in works. Right there. There we go. So do you guys need the flash? Nope. There you go. Flash helps a little bit. Okay, cool. So let's see if we can screw the power supply in. Let's see if this works right now. Yeah, we can line up the holes right there. So we'll screw them in a little bit. There we go. We got the right screws. So there we go. We're not going to screw them in tight. We're going to give some play so then we can make sure that everything is aligned properly before we tighten it down. So here's the other screw. Yes, looking good, looking good. All right, another one over here. There we go. Let me make sure this power supply is aligned in. Oh yeah, smooth. Going in very smooth. Again, not tightening down everything yet, just barely tighten it enough so that we can make sure everything is a good fit before we lock it down. So last screw right up here. There we go. Yeah, everything's coming together real well. Look at that. Right there, I get a good camera angle for you guys. There we go. Hopefully, back a little bit more. There we go. So we get the 4 screws into the power supply. And yeah, I think everything is kind of nice and snug now. I'm just going to tighten the screws just a little bit so that it is nice and snugged. There you go. Tighten. Tighten it. Yes. And very important, remember, from a top view, you'll be able to see the fan here. You gotta make sure that the fan pulls in air, and when you close the case, you gotta make sure that when you close the case, that part has the room for the air to come in. So when this case slides and closes like that, you see there's room for air to get sucked in right here, and also air to get sucked in from all these fans too. But that's why this is where the intake for the power supply goes. So now that it's installed, we have access over here on this side. Let me change the camera angle over here so you guys can see. Over here, you have all the modular stuff, right? The modular access to your power supply. And I think that should be good for now because we're going to take a break and then we'll come back later on and we're going to set up the motherboard, install the motherboard and CPU. But boy, it's hot right now, so we're going to take a break. We're going to put this as a wrap for now. The Lian case, the power supply is installed. Remember the tools, all the bolts and screws. The one thing I don't like about this case is how all the bolts are all laid out like this. It's very messy. If you use plain text, plain text computer case, they come in a nice box like this. I like this a lot better. Lian, they just gave me a bag of screws and I had to dump them out and it looks like this. It's a mess, guys. But nonetheless, I got this box. It was kind of hidden in there, so I got to open that. Then we got those screws so we can be able to screw in the power supply. And yeah, the case looks pretty good. Let me pull up the case again. So let me get another look at this amazing case here. See, give me a better angle right there. All right, lift up the case. There we go. So yeah, the case is nice. It's very lightweight and it's very high quality. So here's again another angle of the case. You got the mesh up on top here. You got the front, the glass comes off very easily. The side glass also comes off very easily. And then the back comes off very easily as well. So we'll leave this off right now, and then we'll continue part 2, putting in the motherboard and installing the rest of the computer. Actually, let me show you how this thing all falls together really quick too. So we're gonna skip putting this bracket in because I don't think we need to close this bracket here, but we'll put the case back together. So very nice, very easy. So the front of the case is this huge glass panel here. So you just gotta make sure you have it oriented right, and you just slide this thing right down here. The front goes in, and there it is. The front is installed. It just slides down like that. And same thing with the side panel, same deal. So here's our side panel, guys. Just gonna line up the bottom, and then on the top, just like that. Yep, and the side panel is installed. Very easy, right? And then this other side panel back here, same deal. Just this other panel. Again, we're not going to install this bracket that comes down in the middle, just because we don't need it right now. I'm just showing you guys how this case comes back together. Very easy. So the bottom here, you want to just latch the bottom, and the top, you just want to latch the top a little bit, because there's these 2 knobs on. There's 3 of them. There's one right here. There's one in the middle, and there's one in the back that holds the panel in. So you just make sure those lines up, and also the feet lines up. It's a little bit tricky because you have to have all of them lined up. That's why I'm having a little hard time doing it with one hand. Hang on, I'm gonna put the phone down so I can do that. So apparently, I can't put this side panel on. Oh, hang on. Did I get it? This side panel, does it require me to have the other piece to put it on? I doubt it. It should just go on. Am I pushing on anything here, causing it to not let me slide this in? Are there screws back here that I have to worry about? Just putting it in is a little bit tricky, guys. So I can put down the back. Oh, I see. You guys, there's knobs on the side here too, and also way back there on this other side. I don't know if you can see it, but right there too. So everything has a line in. So that's why you have to use 2 hands and push everything in at the same time. Oh boy. So I gotta kind of put my hand on the case here, make sure I'm pushing down on every area where I know there's those little nubs, and then make sure that they kind of latch in. And yeah, this part is nasty to put in. Yeah, it is interesting, Jonathan. It's weird, right? It's not that easy to close this case on the side. It's a little bit frustrating almost. Let me see. What is holding it? I mean, once I figure this out, it should be easy, but this is my first time trying to close this case, so I'm having a hard time, really hard time. Let me see. All right. Come on. Okay, so these, okay, you gotta have some room for them to line in. So once there's room, you lift them up enough room, give them enough room to slide in, then they slide in, and then you can drop it in. Come on, drop in. So is the front kind of sealed? It is sealed. Oh, I think that's it. That's it? No, it needs to go down more, because see, there's a little clearance right here. I need to clear this little area right here. It's not in quite all the way yet. There's still a little bit more to go down right there. So what is holding it? Come on, guys, help me out. Why won't it? Am I being really silly here? Am I doing something that's totally wrong? Why is this case not going in? Right? So here's the whole case. Let's open this up. So I mean, we gotta make sure that the camera's not wide enough. But see right there. So we gotta make sure that the little nub goes right here, slides down. Same thing over here, the nub goes in, slides down. One right here, slides down. One right here, slides down. One right here, and it slides down. And then the feet's gotta fit into there and here. And it's pretty straightforward. I mean, I didn't install the bracket in the center, but I don't think I need that bracket, do I? I don't. But okay, let's try this again. I'm gonna put the phone down, and shoot, wish me luck. We're gonna try this one more time. Make sure we put this magnetic filter on. Yep. All right, one more time. If this doesn't work, we'll just leave it as is. I'll take my break. I'll come back and we'll finish installing the rest of the computer. So, yeah, not working out. Not working out. Wow. What is going on? Do I need to put force? Oh, I got it. I got it. Look, it's tight. I just need to put a little bit of force. That's it. Just a little bit of force, and that's it. And then once, see how the top kind of allows all these panels to be lifted up when you need to. Like the glass here, you just lift it up. This front, you just lift it up, and the back, just lift it up. But to lock all this, that's why you have the top. The top just locks everything together. So let me show you the top view. Boom, right here. And you got this baby. This is the top. You slide this on the top here. And of course, you have these little nubs here too, right? You got one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, right here, go here. So there's like 7 of these things. So you just make sure those all line up to like these little things right here. And then simply just slide it down like that and lock it in. And then there's 2 little thumb screws back here. Right. Oh, I gotta change my camera angle for you guys. Right here, there's little 2 thumb screws right here. Once you tighten these thumb screws, and you tighten down these thumb screws, and that's it. The case is back in, and we have our power supply installed. So we are done with part 1 of installing the computer. We got the Seasonic power supply installed. Let me show you the power supply. It is installed, and it is getting the case heavy. But there it is, right there. There's our Seasonic power supply. I installed it wrong the first time. I flipped it inside out, but now this is the correct installation. Remember the fan over here allows the intake air come in and then exhaust to come out this way. And that's it. We installed the first part of the computer installation. We got the case unboxed, and we got the power supply, the Seasonic GX750 power supply, focus, 80 plus fully modular power supply by Seasonic installed. And come back next time, guys. We're gonna finish installation later on, but for now I'm gonna take a break because this installation has been long enough for one video right now. I'll see you guys next time. Stay healthy, stay safe. Let me know if you have any questions. All the parts I'm using is down in the link below as well. All right, guys, take care, stay healthy, stay safe, and I will see you guys next time. I'm gonna also make sure I get the app here so I can sign out of the Amazon. So yeah, no playing Fortnite for tonight. Right on. Yeah, once this is installed, we'll play some Fortnite. But until then, see you guys. Take care. Stay healthy. Bye. See ya. Adios. All right, we're going to sign out of the other platforms as well. So signing out on Facebook, on Twitch. We'll see you guys. And we're going to sign out on YouTube as well. So YouTube, thank you for sticking around, for watching. And we're going to sign out now. So adios. See you guys.